Hey, for just a moment, I want to talk to you about our last character that we want to talk about, interesting people that came to meet Jesus. I remember several years ago as I was visiting in hospitals, I had several members that seemed to be all in the hospital at the same time. And I remember I'd go see them on a regular basis and go have prayer with them, read scripture, and encourage them. And I will never forget that there was a patient in one room as I was walking by and said, "Hey, preacher, come in here for a minute." And I went in to that room and I said, "Yes, can I help you?" And he said, "Listen, I understand you come up here every day." And I said, "Yes, I come up here every day to see people." And he said, "Would you do me a favor?" He said, "Would you pray for me?" He said, "I'm not a member of your church. I'm not really even a Christian, but I believe that God can do things through you. So would you pray for me?" And I said, "I'd be glad to, and have prayer." Well, you know, I read through the scriptures, I find somebody that was really kind of in a similar fashion to that man in the hospital. And that was a centurion. And the centurion wasn't a Christian. He wasn't really all that interested in a lot of things that we can tell from the scriptures, but he had a servant that he dearly loved. And the servant had fallen ill. In fact, he was paralyzed, as one of the accounts says, didn't think he was going to make it. And the centurion sent a group of people to Jesus and just said to him, "Listen, I'm not worthy," is what the centurion said. "I'm not worthy for you to even come to my house, but just say the word. Just say the word, and I know that my servant will be healed." Well, it's interesting. Jesus says, started moving toward that. And again, word came. Just say the word. Finally, the centurion came to Jesus and said, "Look, I am not worthy. I'm a sinner. I'm not worthy to have you in my home. I'm a person who's in command. I'm a person who says go or come, and that's what takes place. And I know that all you have to do is say the word, and my servant will be healed." Well, Jesus looked at him, and he did. He said the word. And the Bible account says that the man was healed instantly by all those who were with the man. But Jesus says something remarkable about this. He turns to the whole crowd as he has a centurion there, and he says, "You know, they will come from east and west and want to sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And he says, "There will be many sons of the kingdom who will not enter the kingdom," so to speak. But he says, "I have not found such great faith in all of Israel." I'm telling you, folk, there are men and women today in this old world who are just as much like the centurion of days of old. They're on the fringe, but they know enough to have faith in God, and a faith in God that just says, say the word. I believe that many of those people are ready to come to the church and to be a part of the church. The key is for us as the church to be ready to welcome those who come because they had the faith like the centurion did in the days of Jesus. Think on it for just a moment.